Ladies and gentlemen, why are my eyes watering? My eyes just don't want to.
Because you didn't blink for like 20 seconds.
Yeah, I didn't blink. I can hold my eyes open for 7 minutes. I literally can't. We've timed it before, but it has to be like the perfect conditions. My eyes don't hurt. Like, it's literally...
Do your eyes hurt often?
Yes. We're 40 seconds in and have said nothing yet. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sunday Biscuits podcast. In today's podcast, I'm joined by... Caden's not here today. He had to... Where did he have to go?
He went to... My mind just blanked.
He went somewhere. He's not
here. He went
here.
to see his brother.
He's okay. Yeah, makes sense. We aren't going to fault him. I don't want you to comment, "How dare you, Caden?" That doesn't need to happen.
No, it doesn't.
I will definitely be removing every comment, and it'll be fine. So
He'll never know.
Everybody, don't comment, "How dare you, Caden?" Anyways, I have a topic today.
Really?
That
never happens.
For the first time in 2 years of this podcast, it hasn't been 2 years. I have a topic. YouTube. And the reason why we're not talking about Marvel and the fact that Morbius got a 15% on Rotten Tomatoes is actually because Caden's not here. YouTube. Let's discuss YouTube. You do, in fact, have a YouTube channel now.
I have a YouTube channel now.
Shout out YouTube channel. Shout out goes here. Shout out goes here. YouTube.
I also do a podcast. I am Tecton Universe. We only mainly talk about Marvel and movies, except me and my sister ate a lot of strange candy the other day.
That was entertaining.
I'm sure it was, but the most entertaining one is still yet to come. There might have been a tiny gummy burger, and we might have laughed for 3 hours straight. Maybe.
Is this video coming soon?
Yes.
Link in description down below once video gets here. Link in description down below now to go subscribe to them.
Yes.
Anyways, today we're talking about YouTube. Do you have any funny YouTube stories, funny editing stories,
Well, we were recording one of our candy podcasts the other day, and I had walked behind the cameras to get cameras and stuff set up. And my sister's sitting right here with the mic in front of her, and she starts going. And she goes. There's no music, it's completely silent in the room, and she just starts dancing.
You know, she had apple pen stuck in her head, and she was just vibing along to that song the whole time.
No, she probably had We Don't Talk About Bruno stuck in her head. I have had that song stuck in my head since I watched that movie. It's very annoying.
Yes, because I've also had that song stuck in my head, and we call my sister, because she's at college, for those who don't know, we call her, and I'm singing that, and she's like, "Stop, you'll get it stuck in my head." So I sing through the whole first verse, and keep singing in the background while mom and dad are talking to her. Very quiet singing, but she texts me the next day and says, thank you for that. We Don't Talk About Bruno stuck in my head now.
I mean, it's a good song, but I don't want that to be the only thing I think of 24/7 for 12 years.
Oddly specific. Have you heard of In Space with Markiplier?
No.
Alright, we're going to cut it because I don't want this video to get demonetized, because it will. But we're going to watch the trailer quickly.
I know of Markiplier. I do not watch Markiplier.
I watched your reaction of it.
Yes.
I had your same reaction though. I was like, I'm not going to talk about how the spaceship blew up in chunks.
Yeah, here's the thing. My only criticism of that entire trailer is that the spaceship is obviously like a Blender model that they rendered to just like blow up in chunks. But it's a really good trailer, even ignoring that. But it comes out in 2 days. I'm actually going to live stream me playing through it because it's a choose your own adventure story.
Oh.
So,
I like choose your own adventures.
That is in fact Monday. I have soccer practice on Monday. Literally when it comes out. What would you consider your favorite YouTuber?
I don't know. I don't watch a whole lot of YouTube. The one thing I keep going back to is like Mr. Beast Gaming or something.
Yes.
Just because it's just
It's entertaining.
you don't have to focus on it to understand what's happening.
Yeah.
And sometimes
So is
it's
that a
just
good
so
thing?
stupid.
Yeah. Is that a good thing?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You hear that, kids? Just make cuts and edits fast enough that you have to pay attention to what's going on. Otherwise, it won't make any sense. That's YouTube, baby. That is literally how some YouTubers do it. There was this one YouTuber who I'm not going to name because I strongly dislike their content, who frequently makes cuts and edits, and if I'm not like 100% focused on the video, I will not know what's happening. And I'm like,
right.
That's kind of good, but that's kind of bad at the same time. It's not like a really good thing to not know what's going on. So I try to make just enough cuts to where we keep the audience retention up, but you still know what's happening if you look away for 2 seconds and come back. And my face is in the fisheye effect, so it's like it's like a tiny. Do the fisheye. Me editing this like later today or tomorrow. Do the fisheye effect right now.
Oh, he forgot to bring biscuits again.
Did you know that you can
dodging the
Did you know?
comment?
Did you know?
Comment, how dare you, Timothy?
Don't do that. Did
Do
you
it.
know that you can now feel pain with VR suits? That's that's not
Who would want
good.
to do that?
Who would?
That just
who-
reminds me of
Ready Player One.
No, I have mines.
Oh wait, oh yeah, that's right. That's a book.
Not Ready Player One.
I was thinking of Have you seen Ready Player One?
No, I started reading it but didn't like it.
The movie is better.
I remember when it came out, everyone was freaking out about it.
What is a YouTuber other than Mr. Beast Gaming that you like watching for educational? I say educational content, like watching for learning things, not necessarily educational, just for learning things. Learning things.
I don't know if you would classify this as learning things, but I enjoy watching the slow-mo guys. I don't know if I would classify that as educational or learning things,
they
but
are quite fun to watch. I would like to discuss how many subscribers you think Mr. Beast will have in 5 years. Because that's saying a lot. We don't know what'll happen in 5 years. Mr. Beast could be Netflix in 5 years. If you think about it.
Didn't they just do something big?
The Squid Game thing? They did Squid Game in real life where they weren't killing people.
For some reason, I thought he had something on Hulu or something. He might not.
I don't think so. No, because I remember listening to a podcast he was in. He actually asked Netflix, like, hey, do you want to do a show with us? And Netflix was like, no. And he was like, you're lost. I only have like one of the biggest dedicated communities on all of YouTube and have a great business model and a lot of people watch my videos. We were in Nashville and they mentioned that this one building, they call it the Batman building because it has like the 2 spikes at the top. That this building could be seen in the first fight scene in The Matrix. So I'm like slamming in the Hulu information because I'm like, I need to see this. And I like slam in the Hulu in because you type like that. You have to type like that.
Only if you have the really big keyboard that Tommy Innit had.
Yes, yeah.
That was fun. Did you watch that video?
I did. And also, Basically Homeless, another YouTuber I watch who made a gaming PC inside a toaster. He also had the keyboard that was that big, and he made a series called Stupid Setup. This is actually a good YouTube point. He made a series called Stupid Setups where he had to play with a Ring doorbell cam on his monitor in another room with 4 seconds of input lag on a small monitor using skateboard wheels as a mouse and the giant keyboard. And he has huge hands,
keyboard.
so no joke, it
like a
looks
normal
somewhat
size keyboard.
not normal size, but he has such big hands that it doesn't look ridiculous. And he's like, "Why am I not walking forward?" Oh, probably because I'm not pushing W. He's like, probably not because I'm pushing W, and then he has to reach his hand, the meaty paws over to W and just push it forward. So, yeah, that related to YouTube, right? I feel that was a YouTuber
that was
I watched.
a YouTube thing.
He also powered a gaming PC with potatoes.
Have you seen the videos? There was a guy who took a piano.
I'm sorry, continue. No, I have seen no YouTube videos ever.
There was a guy who took a grand piano and he took all the strings out of it and he took bass strings and put bass strings in the piano, and it actually sounded really good. It was weird, but it sounded really good.
I have not seen that, but I think I've heard of it, but I maybe didn't, but I may have, but I maybe didn't.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Well,
but that sounds very cool.
You just did.
Insert ad break here. Have you ever looked up to your ceiling and thought, man, that's boring? Well, thanks to our sponsor for today, Astrolight Projectors. Now, ceiling no longer boring. Edit the stars above me in 24 hours. That's real cool. That's real nice. With one of these very cool Astrolight projectors, you can make the stars green, you can make the stars red, you can make the stars blue, and on top of that, right now, Astrolight projectors are 60% off! One of the really cool features of Astrolight projectors is that you can set a timer on it. So let's just say it takes you about 30 minutes to fall asleep. Set a timer for 30 minutes, turn the stars on, and after 30 minutes, it won't be drawing power anymore because it'll just shut off. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Wouldn't you say that's pretty cool?
Pretty cool.
So if you want to pick up your very own Astrolight projector for 60% off, then go to the description down below, to the link in the description down below, and use code Timmybug, that's TIMMYBUG, for 10% off, in addition to the 50% already off. Can you do some math real quick and tell me how much 10 plus 50 is? Say something wrong.
13.
Head to astrolight.com for 60% off, not 13.
Not 13.
For 60% off, use code Timmybug, TIMMYBUG. Thank you so much, Astrolight, for sponsoring this video. Back to the video. Funny YouTube story. Has there ever been a time when a creator has replied to your comment? Because I had an out-of-body experience. Back when I used to watch popular MMOs, I commented on one of their Lucky Block Bed Wars videos and said, y'all should, instead of starting right next to each other on the islands, they should, because when they would play, for those who don't watch popular MMOs or don't know what Bed Wars is, just skip ahead a little bit because we're going to nerd out about these YouTubers that we used to absolutely love and just, we've forgotten who they are now.
Popular MMOs and Dan TDM.
And Dan TDM. Yo! I proposed that instead of you know how when they would play Lucky Block Bed Wars, they would start on the...
I never watched Lucky Block Bed Wars.
You didn't?
Those ones never popped up on kids' YouTube.
Oh.
I always watched them on kids' YouTube.
Okay, well that's fair.
When I was like 10.
That's fair. But they started on these islands right next to each other. Mm-hmm. And you've played Bed Wars.
Yeah.
You know that the islands are pretty close to each other.
Yes,
they would get an item like a flight potion and a water bucket, and
they
would just fly over, or they would get ender pearls, first block, ender pearl over, and then break the bed and knock them off. Well, I proposed in the comments, I saw that the video went live, and I didn't even watch the video, I just commented, and I was like, y'all should start on opposite sides so that you can't just ender pearl over there, or even for a video, ender pearl, so that you can't ender pearl over there, start on the opposite side of the map, because in the middle is stupidly overpowered stuff. Like,
yeah.
if you get to the middle first, which it was so funny because they never speed bridged. Mainly because they probably didn't want to die. Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
They would do a lot of that.
Yeah. Yeah. So they would build to the middle, and the Diamond Islands had better lucky blocks, and then the Emerald Island had
Even better
really
lucky
good
blocks.
lucky blocks. And so, anyways, they were playing, and I was commenting like, y'all should start on opposite sides. I leave a comment. 5 minutes later, my comment gets a heart from them, gets a like from them, gets a reply from them, and they say, thanks for the idea, we might try that soon. They never did. But the point is, I have a screenshot somewhere in here of a YouTuber with over 15 at the time million subscribers replied to me. So I thought that was really cool because they only reply to like the top 5 comments. I saw that on my feed and it said 1 second ago. And I click on the video, slam in my comment.
Just like that.
And hit, yes, just like this. I typed like this and literally got my comment responded to.
Nice.
That was really cool. That was really, really cool.
Comment really cool.
Comment really cool. Go ahead and go to a comment section down below and comment really cool.
Really cool. In all capitals.
And we will respond to you.
And we will respond to
you will
That's
get a
true.
response.
That's true because
And then
you
will be really cool.
And then you will be really
slightly less cool.
But still very cool.
Very cool.
Very, very cool.
My comments always disappear.
I know, okay. So, no. Okay, I would like you to go comment something right now.
I commented something earlier. I don't know if it did.
Did you actually?
I did.
You actually, earlier today?
Did. Yes.
Okay,
I'm going to prove
He
was once again the last one to show up.
I haven't been... Okay, listen. I got stopped by a funeral procession. Do you know why
I commented again after that.
Do you know why I reply to every single comment? Because in my YouTube studio, when I go to comments, it has the comments I don't respond here, and this pains me. Oh!
I just commented another one.
You know what? It's because you're commenting with Tecton Universe. Because remember, when you commented with your Trance Duron account, I don't know why it never went through. I never got your comments on that account.
Because I had a channel
I
set up
promise
on
I
there
didn't
too.
like. You can block accounts. I've had to block 3 because these people kept swearing at me and calling me not nice names for white people.
Don't swear at him.
They called me. Cut that. I can't. You can't. And so I had to make that a banned word. Oh yeah, that's another story. Oh, this episode's getting even better. I remember.
It's getting better by the minute.
A person. I had just started YouTube, about 7 subscribers. I had a video do somewhat well, and this person put a swear word in the comment. And at that time, they didn't have like filter inappropriate comments or whatever. And so I was like, okay, well, you know what? That's fine. I didn't know how to enter blocked words or anything. And they swore relatively. I didn't want to have it in my comments at the time. And I was like, how could I get rid of that? So I deleted the comment first of all, but then I was like, how to enter blocked words. And I kid you not, I got to the blocked words stage, blocked words page, and it was empty. And I was like, I'm going to type in every word that I know. So you have no idea how wrong it feels to type every single swear word that I know. I may or may not have Googled a list of swear words. Just because I copy and paste. I didn't want people to comment things, and I've had to add new words to it recently. Like there was a trend going around where these people would change their profile to the one dude from The Matrix, and they would say, "Oh yeah," and nothing else. So, "Oh yeah," I kid you not, to this day is still a blocked word on my page because I didn't want people to do the trend with my page. It was annoying. Yeah.
Oh my! The time those German guys were in Bed Wars.
The German bed. All right, this is the last thing in this podcast, but the German folk playing Bed Wars. Oh.
They were screaming at I say screaming. I would assume they were screaming at each other in German in the chat in Bed Wars. Our team was already dead. We would have left.
We literally would have left, but
except
this
these two
person's
guys were yelling at each other in German.
This person starts off the conversation by getting spawn killed, and he says, "Hot, you're bad, lol." And the person, I just watched them stop, and respond, and he says in German we would say blah, 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 blah. And then the other guy said something back in German, and I was like, do you think they actually speak German, or are they taking a minute to like go to Google Translate and type in like all the swear words?
Google Translate.
We were
translating
I was
they
like,
said.
Trance, read me what they're saying, and she would read it, and I was like,
I still have the pictures in my Google Photos. I think
that was so much fun listening to the people.
Then they did it again. It was we were in a different game.
That's
and
right.
Somebody else did it, but it wasn't as funny as the first time.
Yeah, because the first time was like they initiated the conversation with "you're bad."
Haha, you're bad.
And there was like, "The heck did you say to me? I'm not bad." I imagine they said those exact words in German. Put the translation of German of that on the screen right now. I'm making this really difficult to edit for myself. I have to edit this today. Or maybe tomorrow.
Because tomorrow is Sunday.
That's why.
Or is it Friday?
Stop! That's so mean.
I'm sorry. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
She's referencing. If you haven't seen Moon, I just
go watch
my
it.
Hair.
Yeah, you did.
She's referencing Moon Knight. The poor
guy. I really feel bad for him.
I think that's intentional.
It's definitely intentional.
They are. Anyways,
no, it's
Laters Gators.
We're not supposed to. Stop!
I knew I had to say that. Thank y'all so
Also
much for watching this podcast. Again, if you want, thank you. Holy crap! Thank you. This is
a train wreck.
Thank you so much for watching today's podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again to Astrolight for sponsoring this video. If you want to make the ceiling cool, go to the link in the description down below and use code Timmybug, that's TIMMYBUG, for 10% off in addition to the 50% off. What were we on? Were we doing an outro? Do
I
you
think
remember?
we were trying to.
Yeah, we did the Astrolight outro. I had just said use code Timmybug. It's good enough. So anyways, thank you so much for watching today's Sunday Biscuits podcast. There will be another podcast next week, hopefully. It will, unfortunately, we're going to go ahead and record it now, I think. It will still be minus a Caden, so...
minus a Caden.
Minus a Caden. Thank you so much for watching this podcast, and until the next time, I will talk to y'all later. Laters, Gators. I feel really bad. That made me so sad when they said that in the show.
When he said that, I was like...
All right, cut it right there.